Hey everybody, welcome to my video. It's a beautiful 60-degree day here in New Jersey. Finally, the winter has broken and I get an opportunity to go outside and play with some toys. So today I have the Arrma Typhon Grom, this little guy, and I want to actually do like a terrain test. I'm going to run this on some gravel, some grass, some asphalt, and see if you're going to buy one of these cars, where is it best suited to run. I did a little video on this as an introduction when it first came out back in October, November, December, somewhere in there. And unfortunately, I really haven't had the opportunity to run it because it has been a really cold, miserable winter here in New Jersey. So looking forward to getting this out. Let's run some battery packs with this and see if it's any good. So unfortunately, I am out of battery packs for the day, but I have to say this car handles on pretty much everything way better than I thought it would. So the tires on here don't have foam on inside of them, and I thought that that would be kind of a major detriment for running on asphalt, because I thought the tire would lay over and make the car want to traction roll. But with the steering dual rate turned down to about 75-ish%, it handled very, very well on the asphalt. I'm actually pretty impressed with it. Because these wheels are 26mm touring car size, you can take any street car, Fortec or a Viterra or TT01 or whatever, foam tires, drift tires, and you could slap them on this. So you could definitely get this to handle better on asphalt by switching up the tires, or make it into a drift car by putting some drift tires on it, which would be really fun on the asphalt as well. I think out of all the surfaces, it's the most fun on like a dirt parking lot with some gravel. That was by far the coolest, because you can slide the car around, you can drift it a bit, but it's still very stable, and this thing is a little bullet. So once it hooks up and goes, it's really good. Grass, I think, is probably the worst. Right now, the grass here is not quite living yet. It's very, very early spring or late winter, depending on how you want to look at it, here in New Jersey. So I think when the grass gets bushier come summer, I think that this thing is going to fall really short on grass. It runs almost like a jet ski, where kind of like it's hopping over the waves kind of thing, and that just because the car's only this big. You know, here's my head for scale. So because the car is so small and grass is going to be prospectively big, it's going to be like the equivalent of taking, like, you know, your real truck here and trying to drive over saplings. So definitely not the best for grass. Also, I think it was fun, but it wasn't the best on mulch. And the big problem that I had with mulch is that in between, like where this leaf is stuck here right now, I kept getting mulch stuck between the drive shaft and the control arm, and it kept locking up. So most of the time I could just back up and it would kick the mulch back out and it would be good, but sometimes I'd have to go over to the car and actually like flick the mulch out of its little stuck spot on there. So my opinion, asphalt, really good. Dirt parking lot, 10 out of 10, that's the best. Mulch is pretty cool. I guess it depends on the size of the actual like fragments of mulch, if it's gonna be good or not. And then for grass, it's gonna depend on what season it is and how much it's growing. But overall, this car is way faster than I thought it would be, and I'm only running this on the 2-cell 1400 batteries that they usually come with. You can put a 3-cell in this, and honestly, I feel like I have no interest in actually doing that, because the car is way fast enough as it sits. So overall, pretty cool. The only upgrade that I decided to go for, which is not on here yet, because of the lack of foam in the tires, I got the Proline Badlands, which have a really cool looking rim. They have foam inside the tire, and the knobs, although it's a similar tread to this, are definitely a little bit beefier. So I'm gonna throw those on next and see how it handles with those. But overall, very, very happy with this car. I really don't have any complaints with it. You know, my initial video, again, foam in the tires. I keep coming back to this. I don't know why it's not there, but you know, it's not as big of a deal as I initially thought it would be. So pretty cool. Definitely go down to your local hobby shop and pick one of these up. They come in both the brushless and brushed form. So if you have a younger kid and you want to get something that's not quite as ridiculously fast, or maybe a little more budget friendly, the brushed one will be pretty cool as well. But yeah, I'm going to be putting a lot of miles on this, and I'm going to do some research and see what kind of cool upgrades I can do, and maybe deck it out a little bit. I don't know. Time will tell. Drop a comment down below and let me know what I should do with this thing. But thanks for watching the video. Hit that subscribe button. That would be super, super awesome. I would really appreciate that. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, and I'll be doing a lot more of them because it's beautiful now. It's springtime.